Hi everyone, I'm Sarah at Childhood Finds, and today I'm trying to start a new schedule of being more consistent with videos, and so I'm doing a what sold. So what I'm going to try to do is just one what sold video every single week. I'm going to try and film it every Sunday and get it posted on Mondays. That's the goal. I can't make any promises, but that's my goal. And I also am going to still do other videos, haul videos, research videos, book videos, etc. In addition, but I'm going to try and always get out a what sold every week, so it'll be kind of more in real time of what's selling, and just to get a better schedule going. So other than that, this week has been a lot of volume in the sales, but nothing super high dollar, and that's okay. I'm still making good money. It's just, a little extra work packing, of course, but things are moving, and that's all I can ask for with this fourth quarter and Christmas coming, especially because I wasn't as active listing in November as I wanted to be. Things are still going well. So that being said, here's Dudley. I just thought you would enjoy seeing him this week. He is a cuddler. My other one is not, but this one is, he's a dog that he wants to wear your skin. He wants to be so close to you. That might be too much information for you, but other than that, we're gonna get started on our what solds, and thank you for joining me with this. All right, so we're gonna be starting with plush. I will say that, so you guys know that I do sell quite a few toys, and plush is definitely one of those things because it's just something that I can more frequently find for affordably in my area. And a lot of it's moving this time of year. It's Christmas time, and so I'm not surprised at that. So plush slash stuffed animals, whatever you want to call them, definitely is more of a long tail item, but it moves and they're really not bad to store. So this first one is just an Ice Age Continental Drift Shira Sabertooth Tiger Plush Toy Factory 2004 with tag. I don't love Toy Factory, but I have sold some of their plush for really good money, so I still look at it. And this one did sell for full asking of $18.95. This one definitely took at least 6 months to sell, and I think I probably paid $1 for it. This is from I made a little purchase of yarn, and I've already made my money back on it, but this is Loops and Threads, Loops finger loop yarn, a lot of 6 skeins. This yarn is, not this specifically, I did not love the feel of this yarn, but finger loop yarn is fun. It's a very mindless task to making a blanket if you're a person that needs something like that, like me. But these 6 skeins sold for $34.95, and they took a month or two. This is a New Era California Pro Model DuPont Visor Snapback Hat Medium Large Cal. Go Bears. And it said Go Bears on the side, that's why, or no, it said it on the back. So I'm not just pulling that out of my butt. But this, I just took a best offer for $14. I have 8 cents into this hat, so I was good with that. This is a miniature dollhouse wood bookshelf with books, mahogany color. And I took a best offer of $11.50. This thing is tiny. It was easy to list, ship, and store. This I've had a fair amount of time. I was just waiting for the right buyer. This is a vintage brass realistic bulldog 6-pipe rack holder, 12-inch wall mount display, and I took a best offer of $50 for it. And I only have about $1 into this guy, so it was fine waiting a little bit for it. And it's very cute. This is Abalone Shell Articulated Fish Bottle Opener, vintage, missing scales. I thought he was complete, but I found a couple little scales missing on him. I just disclosed that. He still looks great, and you can barely tell. And he sold, I think, within a day for the full asking price, so I probably could have got a tiny bit more for him, but he sold fast, and I have $1 into him. This is Stanley Roberts 4 serving utensils Spectrum Gray Flatware Stainless Korea. I took a best offer of $22 for this, and I got these in an auction, and I bought just a box of this same flatware. It was by no means a complete set, so as I love to do, I parted out the flatware, and I've sold 2 sets out of it. I paid $10 with the auction fees. I think, or $12.50. $10 to $12.50 for all of them. So it was definitely worth the buy, and I got quite a few lists. I think I got 8 listings out of that set I bought. So if you ever don't have the complete set, parting it out is great a lot of the time. And I purchased these 10-4-4 boxes from Staples, I think, that are pretty affordable, and those have been nice to pack in. Otherwise, I usually will jerry rig a box, either a 464 or an 864 for those, because I never put flatware into like a bubble or poly mailer because they're gonna get crunched in some way, likely, especially if you've got the tines on the fork. They're probably gonna get crunched. I know I still need to make a shipping video. That's definitely, hopefully, on the docket. And this is Carvel Hall Steak Knives Stainless Steel Cutlery USA made set of 6. I took a best offer of $16 for these, and I paid $1 for them. I got them with my Cutco knives, that same sale, and they took like a month or 2 to sell, so that was a fine profit. Oops. Oh, okay, there we go, chaos here. And this is a West Germany signed flower brooch pin, rhinestones, white vintage West Sea picks. And nothing super special about this. I took a best offer of $13 for it. I paid $1 for this at a garage sale. This is actually a buyer that they purchased it, didn't pay. It got canceled after 4 days because I have that automatic cancellation on. And then they messaged me like 3 or 4 days later explaining that they're sorry, they didn't pay, etc. And they wanted to know if I'd take their offer again. And yeah, I'm cool with that. I mean, if this was like a super hot item that I knew would sell for full price, otherwise maybe I wouldn't, but I don't mind. When people explain to me what's going on, it's not the end of the world. And then they paid right away after this purchase. So as long as people talk to me, I'm more than happy to wait a little bit, give them more time, etc. These are Reebok Women's Classic Freestyle Red High Top Shoes, size 8 vintage. And I took a best offer of $50 for this. And I got these for $1 along with, I think, 3 other Reeboks because one of them was dry rotted. But these were in good condition, and $50 is great. I do have to combat quite a few low offers for this one, but I just waited a little bit, and it only took a couple months, I think. Terrible picture. This has been listed for a very long time. This is actually a toy from my childhood, so I was fine waiting. This is E&J Classic Collection. E&J Classics is a pretty good plush brand to look for. They have quite a few good ones in there. Plush brown cat stuffed fluffy animal kitty, sold for $20. Listed a long time. Pictures are terrible. I've definitely made my pictures better. My pictures aren't perfect by any means now, but I don't have the time to go back to retake the bad pictures, so I'm just kind of waiting for them to sell. And they are slowly. This is a Remington Arms Co. First in the Field Canadian Goose 1980 belt buckle. And nothing special here. It sold for the full asking of $10, and I have $1 into it. Computer's doing weird things today. This is Lamax Spooky Town Phantom of the Opera Halloween Village. I think it was 20% off date, so like $1.75 or something like that into these because they were all $2 and then it was 20% off. It'd be $1.60. Math. And this, I got all of this Lamax stuff, Halloween Lamax stuff before Halloween, but this is one that held on and didn't quite sell before the holiday was over. But it still sold for $25, my full asking price. Just took a little more time. This guy, I love this guy, and I'm so excited he sold. So this is an antique Rogers Smith Meriden quadruple plate silver cat kitty figurine. And this sold for $60. I knew his age. Usually when things say quadruple plate, they're definitely older. I don't want to quote exactly how you can tell because I need to read up again to make sure that I say the right thing, so I don't want to mislead you, but quadruple plate typically means older, and they did triple plate before that, you know, etc. But yeah, past that. And he actually, I'm pretty sure this little guy was part of a napkin ring at one point and then got broken off. He's in great. It doesn't hardly look like he was broken. You can see it really just looks like a tiny little adorable kitty cat. Like the bottom, you can kind of probably tell that maybe right here is where that napkin ring was. But this brand, I have another of this brand that's a napkin ring holder complete, and they sell for good money, the napkin ring holders of this company. So I definitely keep an eye out for those. And this little guy, $60. I paid $2 for him at a yard sale. So cute. I'm a little biased because I'm a cat person, but yeah, that was, I mean, that's a super fun sell. And that's something that, you know, I think about would probably have gotten trashed or donated, you know, if it hadn't have sold. So it's great to be able to learn these things so that we can save these items from getting trashed. And this is Bindi and the Ink Machine Dark Revival Sammy Lawrence Plush Doll, Fat Mojo 2019. The buyer told me that their kid really wanted this because they saw it on YouTube. This must be a YouTube series. I don't know, guys. I took a best offer of $14.50 for it, so I'm super happy. And then I did just put right here, like this is if you list from your computer or go through your phone onto the eBay Seller Hub, you can add these details here under the condition. Like right here, I said one side of the mask is disconnected and is shown in photos. That is a really good feature that I don't use enough because I do list mostly from my phone and I don't go back in. I can add this stuff from my phone, but it just takes more time and effort. But it's a really good feature to use because it puts it right there for a buyer. You know, instead of hoping that they'll go down to the description and read it. So just keep that in mind. That's a really good feature to use if you have items that aren't completely perfect. This is I don't know. I don't know how to say that. Classic Valentine Mini Snow Globe Winnie the Pooh Be Mine Snow Globe. This guy took quite a while to sell. I think I paid like $2 for him at a thrift store and it sold for $17. It took a while to sell, but it wasn't bad to store. Do keep in mind that these snow globes always need to go ground shipping. Knock on wood, I have never had a snow globe break as long as you get it to go through ground shipping, because that pressure in the plane is what can shatter that glass. This is just English Laundry Sutton Slim Straight Leg Blue Denim Jeans, size 32-32. Nothing super exciting. I paid $2.50 for these at a thrift store and sold them for full asking of $15 within a couple weeks. This is, so I don't super suggest looking for Boyd's Bear, but if I can get them cheap and I have an idea that they'll sell, I really won't pick them up if they don't have their tags. But Boyd's Bear Little Kringleberry Christmas Bear Santa Hat Head Bean Collection. I have sold some decent Boyd's Bears, but again, they are one thing that many people think are valuable, but just don't hold a ton of value. But for $10, I'll sell them. I paid $1 for him. And it's Christmas time, so hence why he's selling. This is a Wyoming Centennial Belt Buckle 1890 to 1990. Solid bronze, official, commemorative. It does say that stuff on the back too as well that tells me that it's bronze. And I paid, I don't know, I think it was like 50 cents at an estate sale, the end of an estate sale. And it sold for 25 bucks. So decent, or no, not 25 bucks. It sold for $20 on an offer I sent. So it took a few months to sell, but really easy to store and ship. I love belt buckles. This is Trout Flies 20 plates in full color, 237 reproductions of wet dry flies, nymphs. And this I took a best offer of $20 for. I have about $1 into this, and it is cool. I mean, they're neat little pieces. So I definitely see why a buyer wanted these. It took probably about 3 to 4 months to sell these, but easy to ship. And then I actually had a few sales on Poshmark, and one on Mercari. My Mercari is just kind of really dead. But my Poshmark it chugs along. I got 4 over the weekend, which was wild to me. I've never had 4 on a weekend on Poshmark, but I just keep cross-listing, and you know, I figure maybe it'll get better someday, but I'm good with the extra. It brings in extra cash. And this is men's Pioneer Wear black leather vest Western motorcycle, size 19.5 pit to pit. So this had the size cut, and I just put there that what it was, and it sold for $25. And then I just put that there are some spots. All cleaning will be left to buyer. I use like a little crochet needle, and then I just show spots. That's how I can kind of pinpoint them from buyers. Otherwise, I'll go in sometimes and I will edit the pictures in my phone, and I'll circle them in red where the flaws are, just to really shoot home what's wrong with it. This is a Furby, and it's a gray one, pink ears, electronic works reed, and in the reed I just put that the right ear is dirty and needs some cleaning, and that the left eyelash, the glue was starting to give out, so it was kind of loose. So I just said all that will be left to the buyer to fix how they want. And this actually came before my bulk Furby buy, and I bought this at an estate sale for a couple bucks. And it sold for full asking on Poshmark of $35. This is a Jellycat Aardvark Anteater 12-inch corduroy plush, burnt orange. I have a couple bucks into this. It sold for $16. This is another case where I had it listed for $14 on eBay. And a lot of times I tend to just do the same exact price across the board when I cross-list to Poshmark and Mercari that I have on eBay. But when an item has been with me for a while, I start to lower the price on eBay. I don't go to the effort to do that on Poshmark or Mercari. I just let it sit there at the price I originally had it at. Probably should put the effort in, but... And so this has gone through 1 or 2 little small reductions in price, and that's why it's still sold on Poshmark for more than it would have on eBay. This is a French Bulldog night light lamp, white ceramic 7-inch Target Works, and it sold for 18 bucks. Took longer than I thought it would to sell because it's really cute, so I really thought it would sell faster, but still went. And this is a Monster High Freaky Fusion Scara Screams with outfit, tail, shoes, see photos, and this sold for $24 on Mercari, and I paid 50 cents at a thrift store. And this also took a little longer than I thought it would sell, but it was only a couple months that it was listed. And that is all I have to share with you. I have other things that sold, but this is just a smattering of them and some more interesting ones in variety. So thank you for joining me for this video. I'm going to try to get out another video sometime this week, but I'm definitely going to really make sure I do the what solds every weekend to get out to you on hopefully Mondays. So thank you for joining me, and I will see you on the next one.